We're here. We're kind of at, oh, excuse me. Don't mind my sexy hair. I switched over from gel to mousse. I'm still getting used to how to, what's going on with the proper volume or amount of water in my hair, but, put it in, again, a couple hours ago, whatever. I'll let your mom fix my hair. These haters are hating. And you know what? I can't stress it enough. Gio, look, Gio, here's your cheeks, right? Here's your cheeks after you're hating, Gio. Close the hate, close the cheeks. I can't stress it enough. Tensor for camping. Prunes are necessary. Filter your water, and I can't stress that enough. What do we got here? Don Carlos. Don Carlos. The big chocha, the big cigar, the shark with a nice sticker in the back. Fuente being a class act. St. Sacco sent this cigar in that package recently, and it's been a monster flex, and it's been a great ride. And I appreciate all the gentlemen that have sent me cigars. Really, you guys touch my front choch. I mean the other parts too, but I'm just going to focus on the front right now because I feel like we skip right past the front. Like the front's not important. The front's the most important, right? Everything else is... So anyways, I appreciate it, guys. Very nice, but not a different kind of vibe than like the Opus X or the Añejo. I'm going to probably sneeze in a second. The cops are watching me. It's that same guy in the Corolla. He parks every night. He talks to himself. He sniffs a cigar. And then he smokes it. Yeah? It's better than meeting a woman and getting divorced again. Kind of a really full pack. Very even pack. We got a square cigar here, baby. That goes into a round cigar. That was pungent. Yeah, I almost want to sneeze. Okay, what is the cigar? Is it a Cameroon? I think it is, right? What's the rest? Fuente Dominican? I think it is, right? But here's the thing. Originally, when this cigar came out, look it up on Half Wheel, the blend was not listed. Wow, I'm going to sneeze now. Am I? No. The blend wasn't listed on the website back in 2017 when it came out. It said not available, not available, not available. Quite interesting. I wonder why they did that. It did win. Wow. I'm gonna be dead serious when I say this. On the cold draw, I'm getting like floral and like mint, like green mint, like mint gum, like that kind of mint. Wow. Holy shit. Was this cigar up like Gumby's ass? Bubble Gum? There's Gumby and there's like Bubble Gumby. Bumble Gumby is a total homosexual, but he's like the friendly guy though. Like watch your dog for free. You're like, yo, Bubble Gumby. We're visiting the folks this weekend, though, and, they have a cat, so we can't bring the dog. Bubble Gummy's like, no problem. Bring it over here, Bubble Gummy's house. You know I love the... all right, whatever the fuck. Bubble Gumby. Just like... But listen, one thing, Bubble Gumby. What's that? Just don't stick my dog's face up your ass. Now, why would I do such... Bubble Gumby. Yes. Well, here's the thing. My imagination is... You can't even say unlimited. Because unlimited means like, oh, it's limitless. It's beyond that. My imagination is pretty much uncontrollable, which means that I only control my imagination when I'm like feeling the vibe of people and they're like, I don't know, they're not appreciating it. Well, they're never going to hang out with me again. I was the guy that, when I was a kid, I would see faces everywhere. In the sky, in the walls, in the paintings. I can see right through people's attitudes. Like, pretty good judge of character. I see right through things. I'm very aware. And it's kind of a bad thing. It's a good thing and a bad thing, though. Because fake people, they don't like to be around me. I can't stress that enough. I say what I mean what I say. I say what I mean. I live a very simple life. Now I do. And it is what it is. Nobody cares, right? Did you just smoke this cigar? Listen, man. You've been here long enough on the channel. You're here to hang out. It's not just a cigar review. Fuck cigars. It's not just about cigars. You're more important than a cigar. I'm more important than a cigar. I'm about to sacrifice this motherfucker. I'm about to light this shit on fire. I already cut its head off. Now I'm going to light the foot on fire. It's a fucking sacrifice. But God allows it. This sacrifice, it pleases God and it pleases us. And it's better we smoke a cigar tonight than smoking your enemies. Why? Well, God doesn't appreciate that. And then the judge, they don't appreciate that. The lawyers don't care. They make the money either way. It's better we smoke this. Better we sacrifice this. Soft, gentle heat, I can't stress it enough. Bubble. Bubble. That's all right. Look, I'm trying to watch cigars. It's about the brotherhood. Cigars is just something we could agree on, and that that we like cigars, and from there we could differentiate, enjoy, and more about the conversation. If you think this whole place is just about cigars, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. The cigars need us. If I left this cigar, in the glove box, I never got to do its purpose in life. Right now you think the cigar's dying. That cigar is living. That buildup. And then that cigar is going from the physical plane, the one you can see, touch, taste. And he's turning into smoke, into spiritual. He's transitioning from physical to spirit. And the ashes left behind, just like when we get cremated, or the bones left behind, the body left behind, but that's not you no more. Once the spirit is gone, you're free of your meat suit, as Saka would say, but it's not. The human body is designed by God. It is a beautiful gift, the human body. That's why you should take care of it. You should shower yourself minimum once a day, but really you should do it twice a day. But, there's no, once a day, minimum. Quality soaps, no chemicals in them, and eat some prunes every day. Filter your water. I can't stress that enough. Try to get some exercise, do something, go for a walk, okay? Do some push-ups. I don't know, boxing, do something. Do something. Do something. You can't be weak. You can't be weak. You can't be a weak bitch. You can't be a weak bitch, right? Don't be a weak bitch. Don't be weak bitch. It's what it is. It's what it is. I'll tell you what, it's a little more intense than I expected to be off the beginning. However, though, the smoke is very airy. It is extremely smooth. The finish is quite long, but the finish is not so heavy. And that's connecting with the airiness of the smoke as well. Although the finish flavor's there. But normally in the beginning of a cigar, what's this guy screaming about? He's telling the girl he's with to shut up. And he's shoving the girl around. And now she's walking behind him. but she's staying with him. That's a woman in a. She's saying nothing. See, that's a woman in an abusive relationship. But that's her own fault for staying with him. If she wants to leave, she can turn around right now, yell for the police, yell for help. But people have rights, and if she wants to stay with a piece of shit, you don't get involved. You get involved in that, and then now the cops come, and now you're the asshole. And these two pieces of shits have a right to yell and scream and get pushed around. And if they don't want to press charges, and now you're getting involved for what? What are you, a cop? What are you doing here? What jurisdiction you have? Well, I heard him yelling. Bro, don't get involved in that shit, man. Unless if someone's getting stabbed or shot, don't get involved. I can't stress it enough. You understand what I'm saying, though? You know, forget about their feelings. Fuck her feelings. You're going to feel bad for her? She's getting shoved around a little bit? Yeah, it's terrible. But what I'm saying is the court of law. You're going to go over there and think you're going to be a big man when you're strapped. Yo, man, stop pushing that lady around. She's going to be like, what you talking about? I love this guy. And now what? And now they call the police. The police come and you get an altercation. And you, what are you, Superman? It doesn't work like that, guys. You know, I hate to say it. But regardless, if someone's getting stabbed or shot, now it doesn't matter if she likes that man or not. Once he's committing an open felony like that in public, in front of you, in plain view, you could, if you choose to, or just call the police, or you could choose to use force to stop that. And in most states, in most jurisdictions, they would justify the use of force for that. However, though, just because you could use doesn't mean you have to. It really depends on you, bro. Because if you're like in a liberal area, now it's different if it's like someone in your family or someone you love. But for a complete stranger, like if two homeless people are fucking fighting each other, I hate to say it, I might step back and be like, you know, if he kills one guy, that guy's not homeless no more. Rest in peace. And then the other guy's going to go to prison now for life, for murder. And now he's not homeless no more. Rest in peace. You got 2 for 1. They're both not homeless. It's terrible to see it that way, but medium plus, very nutty. More almonds though. Nutty almonds, cinnamon, black pepper. Floral notes. It's very nice. It is very nice. And I must say, though, and I'm not sure if it's just due to the size and also maybe the way they tweak the blend, you can't say it's exactly, oh, wait, Mom. It's not the same. Oh, charred wood coming in already, though, too, though. Wow. You can't say that it's the same exact blend as Don Carlos. They change the size, the shape. All these things are going to affect the cigar. And then from there, I don't know any other information on aging or priming or any other extra features they might have done just for the shark. And the cigar did win Cigar of the Year. If you like Don Carlos, you're definitely going to like the Shark. However, I think it's a cigar that's very connected to the Rego Don Carlos, but at the same time, it's kind of like an offshoot. Because with this size and gauge, most of the time Don Carlos people smoking Robusto. The flavor is not heavy or forceful. So it's not a very strong cigar, but it's still giving you a lot of flavor, though. It's pushing a medium plus. In my mind, it's expected to be more gentle in the beginning because of the size, and Don Carlos is not really a real strong cigar, but enjoyable. The nutty ominous, the cinnamon, the black pepper, the woods coming in quite early for a Fuente. Band on point. And I'm going to say this right now. That's going to make the break the cigar. If you like floral notes, you're going to enjoy it because I think it mixes well with the blend. It does. If you don't like floral notes, though, stick to the regular Don Carlos. because I don't really remember the regular Don Carlos kicking in floral notes in the first inch of the cigar. And I would say the cigar is moving quite fast. The nature of the tobacco, it's burning quite fast. And the draw is going very well on this. I made sure I left it out for a day so it's not moist. Let's check it out. Now that smoke came from the cigar. I didn't even puff that out yet. The cigar is going like a chimney. I'll come back. The cigar's a winner. It's very enjoyable. Is it my favorite Don Carlos? No. My favorite Don Carlos would probably be the Personal Reserve. Because remember, legally, Jeremy's going to like this, I believe the Carlito is not a Don Carlos, correct? The Carlito is a Prometheus cigar, and it's not labeled as a Don Carlos. It's just labeled Prometheus, right? Carlito. You know what? I got to look at that blend again. I got to look at the band. I got to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that Carlito Prometheus is not listed as a Don Carlos, whereas there is a Prometheus Don Carlos. But if we're talking about names just with Don Carlos, I think the best bang for your buck, where you're going to get the most strength and flavor, and I think just the most pronounced and exciting, was the Don Carlos Personal Reserve. If you haven't had that, you're in for a treat. Go try it. And it really is affordable luxury. It's around $20, give or take, maybe a little more now. But in this day and age, I mean, my God, everything's $20. I was at the gas station and I was buying these stickers for the garbage. You got to put a sticker on your garbage bag. Anyways, what's my point? While I was there and waiting online, the candy bars, $3.75 for a can. And I'm thinking like I was a kid, 25 cents, 50 cents. Now, maybe $1 now, right? $1. Imagine your kid's like, Daddy, I want to go up to 7-Eleven. What do you want to do? I want to get a candy bar. I want to get a gummy bear. All right, how much you need? $20. I'll make sure you get that change. Your kid's going to bring you back $2. What the hell do they get? A bag of chips, $5? 2 Snickers for $7? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, you realize this is garbage junk food? It should be 50 cents, maybe $1. Okay, fine. You shouldn't be eating junk food like that. But if you're going to go eat it, go to the dollar store. Or go buy a bulk pack of the fucking gas station, $3.50 for fucking 2 buttercups. Are you out of your fucking mind? I mean, do the math. That's a gouge. That's a gouge of all gouges. Gouge. Shit. You used to be able to get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel with a little side fucking OJ and a small coffee for $2.99. What the fuck happened to this place? Well, anyways, we're here. I'm getting a very good burn, very good draw. I'm going to drop that ash. But however, you see that damage? That is not the cigar's fault. That's not a construction issue. What issue that ripped off that wrapper? Too much glue. Too much glue, baby. When I was taking off the band, and you see I always take off my bands, they're very gentle. It's irrelevant. That's glue. Like, it's not like that's fuck. I don't got glue in my car. I don't fake shit. That's sad. It's sad that whoever put the band on, you know, that can happen. But we're gonna burn right through the damage. We're like at a medium plus. I'm gonna drop that ash. Let's see if it picks up. Let's see if it picks up. It picked up. Yeah, see, when you hold the ash, especially on a cigar, if it's already a really, really, really strong cigar, holding the ash might quiet a little bit, but it might not be as noticeable. But when your cigar is not like an extremely, full of strength cigar or even a heavy medium full, the difference between like a medium plus and like almost medium full, that can make a significant difference holding the ash. Kind of pissed about that band, man. Somebody put too much glue. It's not the cigar's fault. That can happen to any cigar. That's unfortunate. Flavor's still long, but not very heavy. Probably a mixture of dropping the ash and the fact that we're getting more to the last third. It's almost a gentle medium full right there. I kind of wish maybe I dropped the ash earlier. So my recommendation on this cigar, don't hold the ash. If you want to do it for looks, enjoy it. Wow, it's great. But if you want, the holding the ash on this really affected the strength. I'd rather be at a gentle medium full than a medium plus. There is just a little bit of that syrupy sweetness you get on the higher end Fuentes. A little bit of the charred wood, but it's not as pronounced as like the Añejo or the Opus X. Darkness on this is about 65%. The floral note is there, black pepper's there, cinnamon, the almond nuttiness. It's very nice. It's a very pleasant cigar. It's a very easy to love cigar. It's nothing. The Donnie Carlos is very harmonious. Like, oh hey Donnie, it's fucking. Donnie's a nice guy. Fucking, it's nice. It's pleasant. It's pleasant. If you're looking for a strong cigar, no. If you're looking for a very spicy cigar, no. If you're looking for a very heavy cigar, no. Very dark cigar, no. I don't always tell you just why you should smoke it. I also tell you why you shouldn't smoke it. Or, meaning, if tonight you were in the mood for a strong dark cigar, then don't choose this one for tonight. I think you should have a palette where you have, it's like painting. You have different colors to paint different things. And when you smoke cigars, different cigars for different moments. Now, if you say, hey, I just want to be surprised, never tried it, then just enjoy it. But have this for a time where you're not looking to get your chocha blown out. Have this when you're looking to just relax. Something a little stronger and heavier than like a Connecticut Shade, but nowhere near like a spicy Sun-Gro or a heavy Maduro. A lot of flavor. This right now, a gentle medium full, yeah, I'm content because there's so much beautiful flavor and the aroma is fantastic. These are fantastic cigars. The Donnie Carlos and the Shark, that damage is bothering me. It's bothering my chocha. But somebody just took too much glue on the band. We're not going to talk about that anymore because whatever. Now, Saint Sacco sent us this and really appreciate the very kind gesture. The question is, I think he wanted to know which of the 4 Sharks he sent me, Opus Shark, the 77, the Donnie Carlos, the Julius Caesar, and the Don Carlos, how would I rate them, or enjoyment and everything else? I'll tell you what, the floral note on this really is mixing nice with the flavors. The best one of the bunch is going to be the Opus X. Now, when you talk about profiles, every person's going to like different things, or depending on what kind of mood you're in. But if you like Opus X, you're going to fucking love if you like Opus X, the Shark 77, it's a banger. Like, that's the bread and butter. The Opus X, you can't go wrong with Opus X. And that was the highest rated of those 4 Sharks. Next, you're really going to come down to is the Anejo and the Don Carlos Shark, what I'm smoking now. And this is going to be a 4.75 as well. Top shelf cigars. I mean, dude, these, a lot of similar scores. Like, oh, Rich, because these are a lot of similar high-end cigars that are very luxurious. Like, these are not piece of shit or average cigars. They're not going to get low rating. These are phenomenal. These are phenomenal top shelf cigars, and they're in a crazy shark size. But so the Don Carlos and Anejo, even 4.75. It just those two come down to what mood are you in. If you want darker, stronger, heavier flavor, go for the Anejo. And that's not an ass kicker, but it's darker, stronger, and heavier than the Don Carlos. However, though, the Don Carlos, the flavor moves around more. It's a little more lively, even though it's not as strong. So it depends what kind of mood you're in. Does that make any sense? The lowest score of the bunch, and it's not like it's garbage at all. The lowest of the bunch was the Newman, the J.C. Newman Julius Caesar, and that was a 4.7. Although that is the strongest of the bunch. But however, it is the least beautiful of the bunch and the least harmonious. However, it's not a Fuente, though, even though it's Fuente made, but the blend is decided by J.C. Newman. So, but that's what they're going for. However, though, the J.C. Newman is the hardiest and the strongest and the most briny, salt, hardy earth, black pepper, charring, charred wood. If you kind of want like straight peaty scotch with that. So if you're drinking one peaty scotch, smoke the J.C. Newman with that. Cappuccino, black coffee, do the Don Carlos, man. Just chill, do that. The Anejo, you do whatever you want with that. And I would like Anejo. I think it would go great with a nice rum and a beautiful woman, but whatever. And Opus X, dude. You could drink any alcohol you want, of course, and I don't recommend like drinking on a regular basis. But we're talking about if you're pairing. I almost don't want to pair anything with Opus X. Just smoke the Opus X. Opus X is so unique and different from other cigars that I would just have water. Why would I want to? You know what I'm saying, though? At best, maybe like a Cuban coffee or an espresso, maybe. But I would just want something to clear my palate. A little water. I don't want to. Opus X is, dude. Opus X is smoking by itself, and don't smoke it one time and think you know that cigar or in one size. Opus X will grow on you, man. It's such a phenomenal cigar. But nonetheless, to get people that just don't appreciate it, or they just, oh, it's stupid. Okay, sure, all right. Well, I don't want to try to convince. There's no need to convince. There's more people in this world that love Opus X, so I don't have to convince you. I don't love it blindly because somebody told me to. I know every time I smoke Opus X, my chocha, it smiles. My rear chocha and my gooch smiles. Opus X? Oh. So, that's the order. Opus X Shark, number 1. Number 2 and 3, I take that back. Number 2 and 3, both at the number 2 spot. The Don Carlos and the Anejo, depending on your mood. Darker, stronger, go for the Anejo. More airy, a little more harmonious, heavenly, go for the Don Carlos. And if you want to drink scotch and get into a fist fight, do the Julius Caesar on J.C. Newman. I must say, and we are getting cinnamon on the cigar, but I find the regular sizes of the Don Carlos to have more cinnamon, the Cameroon with the smaller gauges, and have less or if not any floral notes. So maybe they sometimes, I don't know, but the floral is quite floralness. I'm not sure if it's due to changing of this massive size, and so you're making the ratio and everything else with much more filler and the way it's pushing the wrapper. But remember, Cameroon's not really strong tobacco to begin with. So when you put Cameroon, also you're opening up the gauge, which is going to have more, wider smoke and more weaker. But when you have so much more tobacco pushing a thin wrapper like that, when you have a thicker, stronger wrapper, it's almost like that can harness strong tobacco behind it and push the wrapper. When you have thinner wrapper, especially with such a big cigar like this, such a big gauge, it's almost like that the filler and binder almost looks like a mutiny might try to take over that thin Cameroon. I think Cameroon's sweet spot. If you want the Cameroon cigar to taste like a traditional Cameroon cigar with that real, like kind of almost a little bit of hot, spicy cinnamon and that nuttiness and that raw salted nuts and that kind of caramel, like you'd get out of the Cohiba Red Dot or the classic smaller size Don Carlos or the Robusto Don Carlos Personal Reserve. I think the 50 gauge is really as big as you want to go with Cameroon to keep it in that Cameroon, what you know about Cameroon. If you know, for guys that really smoke a lot of Cameroon. However, though, it's interesting to see this, a Cameroon push to, I don't know, 60 something or whatever gauge in a box press and then torpedo down. Well, what it does is it gives you a different look on the Don Carlos profile. So that's it. It's a unique experience. I think the Don Carlos Shark, well, the Shark, it gives a unique experience to all those blends. But that's my opinion on that. That's my opinion on that. So we're done. Appreciate you guys coming down. You stay fresh. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything stupid. No cigars in prison. No quality soaps, and you have to kind of shit together. Yeah, it's not fun. You're going to have to shit together and shower together with a lot of bad people. So, I mean, just do the math. Do the math. Don't do anything stupid. Mind your business. You know what I'm saying, though? You get what I'm saying? Like, just like when you're walking through town, you got to put your dog on a leash. Put your ideas on a leash. You can still have your ideas, but give them a leash. So if they go to run away, you're like, oh, hold on, Spot, hold on. Chill out. Hey, chill out. It was just a cat across the street. You don't got to chase this cat. Chill out. Oh, chill out. That's just the milkman. Chill out, man. Chill out. You see what I'm trying to say? Put your fucking dog on a leash. If not, the pound might come by and put your doggy down. Right? So watch out for that shit. You better control the power you have. I can't stress that enough. You can't just have a gas pedal, baby, to be street legal. You got to have a brake and an emergency brake. Right? Front chocha, rear chocha, and the gooch. I'll see you around. Stay fresh.